wants to work, there we go. Basically, I had a comment the other day that said, can you look at like the top 10 players in the Premier League, and then maybe the top 10 with like outside of the, you know, the big six, and like the second best. I don't know, something along those lines. And I thought, you know what, a good video would be me going through and putting in like a team of 11 players from out of the big six. So from that, we're excluding Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. Okay, so Everton are fine, Leicester are fine, Aston Villa at the minute are fine, Wolves, teams like that. Everyone outside of them big six that are often referred to as the big six, not necessarily who's top of the table at this moment in time. So we're going to whip over to the PC and we're going to go through who we could put in here. So we're going to start with goalkeeper, because I think it's a good area to start. Now there's two in my head that I can think of off the bat. Of Emi Martinez, you know, he's not new on the scene, but he's finally been given his chance at Arsenal, then earned his move away to Aston Villa, and has since been just like one of the best in the league at the minute. And obviously, Kasper Schmeichel. Yeah, Kasper Schmeichel. Jesus Christ, I couldn't say that then. I think he now equalled like the record for like the most games or the most clean sheets for one club. He beat his dad's record, but at a different club. How poignant is that? Is that the word I'm looking for? It's like almost poetic. And I think for that Schmeichel has to go in, surely, just for that record itself. But Emi Martinez does deserve a little shout on the bench. Wait, is it Emi Martinez? There we go. Martinez does deserve a little spot on the bench just because he has been good. I don't know if there's any other like big six, non-big six clubs that have a keeper as like prolific as this. Rupert Gizio is good, but Wolves have been a bit leaky this year. I'm going to get the league up just to re-jog my memory. So you guys know my memory and knowledge. It's not necessarily my knowledge is shit, it's just my memory half the time. Like the actual recall. Southampton have done well. They had Forster in goal. Forster, free. I always get confused between Forster and Foster. It winds me up. Edouard Mendy's been okay. He went on a good run of form, but Chelsea as a whole have been a bit shit. Other than that, I think you've really got to give it to the Aston Villa and Leicester goalkeeper. Leicester are third, so yeah, why not? Right back. Wow, where can we go with this? You know what? A player that surprised me this season when I've seen him play. I'm trying to just think of teams and the players that they've got. So we've got Everton, Seamus Coleman. I like him, but he doesn't pique my interest that much. Southampton have got Walker Peters. He's done okay. Oh, there's two again, and it's between Leicester and Aston Villa again. For me, it really is. Because I was just going to go and put James Justin in here. Because he's been incredible while Ricardo Pereira has been out, and he's really, really looked sharp. He's really helped Leicester. He's done incredible. But I have a soft spot for Matt Cash. You know, there we go. Matty Cash from Forest, what a lad. Probably been Forest's best up-and-coming youngster in a very long time. Like since the only other player we really had a hype around in the last few years has been like a Sombalonga, and he went to Middlesbrough and has since just tanked. But Matty Cash he's good. He's good. But again, just for the fact that Leicester are above, I'm going to have to go James Justin. In fact, no, Matty Cash has had more of an impact, I think. Oh, has he? Oh, it's so tough. They both deserve this spot. And I might have missed someone from like West Ham or Everton or Southampton. Or anyone for that matter. But I just think this is where it's at between between these two, oh, it's tough. Now, centre back. We've got to talk about like the best, not necessarily who's just had an impact, but who is actually out and out the better one. Soyuncu's been good, but he's been a bit inconsistent for my liking. Same with Tyrone Mings in a way. You know what? I've got to give it to him, Bednarek. He's having a great season so far. Let me go and quickly look at the... I'm going to look at my Fantasy Premier League just because I've recorded that video recently. And I'm going to look for Bednarek. I'm looking at his information. He's already got 79 points, which is decent for a defender, to be fair. He's played so many minutes for them. They've conceded, like every time he's played, they conceded 5 to Tottenham. They kept a clean sheet against Crystal Palace, lost to Burnley but only by a goal. Kept a clean sheet against West Brom, kept a clean sheet against Everton, kept a clean sheet against Newcastle, kept a clean sheet against Sheffield and Fulham and West Ham and Liverpool last night, to be fair. Drew to Arsenal and Man City. I mean, and Chelsea, they drew to Chelsea as well. I tell you what, defensively they've looked okay. So who are the defenders with the most points, just to give myself... Bednarek second. Oh yeah, he's surely got to be in there. I've got to message Becky and say I'm just recording a video, but we'll ring her back. So, Bednarek definitely deserves to be in there. Who next to him? I'm not entirely sure. Like... I go through this list of other players. See, like, Ogbonna and Dallas and Cresswell are all up there, but I just think that that's a bit of a cop out. I know I want to put a left back because someone impressed me the other day. Do we go Konza from Aston Villa? To be fair, Mings, I've got to put Mings in here. He's done great. He has done good. I can't really debate the fact that he's not done good because Aston Villa are doing as well as they are, and he is in the club. And next to him, we're going to put his best mate when it wants to work. Is he even in the game? Where's... Oh my god, I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Target, both of these together have been doing exceptionally well at Aston Villa. When I saw... Like, I haven't really heard of this guy too much. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but I've watched him play for Aston Villa like maybe 2 or 3 games. And between him and Matty Cash on either of the wings, or even the wing back, should I say, they get involved so much, both attacking and defensively. He was so solid at the back. Like, he was putting in tackles left, right, and centre, and he was winning the ball, and he was playing with confidence, and he just looked great. He looked like a top quality wing back, and it might just be a run of form, I'm not going to lie. But, hey, they've been doing well, and Aston Villa have been killing it recently, so you can't argue with that fact. We've got midfielders here. I'm going to value this on a CDM perspective, a centre mid perspective, and then a central attacking mid perspective. And I think if we just look at the midfielders this side, I don't want to base it on points, which is why I haven't just gone and thrown in like the top 5 in here. And so, you know, I hope that rings true. CDM, I'm going to put Ndidi. He's such an unsung hero. Even when he's a sung hero, it's still underrated. I said this when I did my live stream about a week or 2 ago. When Kante left Leicester, there was a massive void to be filled, and no one is speaking about the fact that it was filled instantly by Ndidi. Everyone then transferred all their energy onto looking at Kante at Chelsea rather than looking about who was going to be the replacement at Leicester. And this guy was just it. If this isn't Kante 2.0, I don't know who is. He is insane pacey, defending, winning the ball back, laying a pass off. He's arguably better at going forward than Kante was. And so I just think he's arguably the best CDM. He might be the best CDM in the league. I know we know you've got players like Rodri at Man City, but they play a much different role in terms of like a ball-winning midfielder. Between him and Kante, I don't think there's any better. Moving on, let's look at actual centre mids in a sense. Who have we got up here? I know there's one that I'm thinking of in my head. Oh, there's two I'm thinking of. Oof. Right, this is between Tielemans and John McGinn, however you want to pronounce it. I think it's McGinn. They're both such different midfielders, though. That's the issue. Like, he's an absolute workhorse, like box to box, insane, like work rate midfielder, and a really good all round, as you can probably see by his FIFA stats. To be fair, Tielemans on the other end is a lot more of a creative, like intricate player. Like, this is a Kante, not really Kante. That's a bit tough. This is a Lampard box to box player. This is a Paul Scholes sort of sit back, pick your passes, be a bit more artistic with it. And I think just for the work rate, I'm going to stick John McGinn in. Just fuck it. Like, these are all within a shout. Like, of if you think Tielemans is better than McGinn, I will agree with you. If you think McGinn is better than Tielemans, I will again agree with you. They're both at this point on their own merits, and choosing between them is literally a flip of a coin. So the same with Cash and Justin, same with Martinez and Schmeichel for me. Although the only reason I've chosen Schmeichel is because he is, in fact no, Schmeichel is levels above Martinez. I'm going to say that now. He's been at that top level for years and years and years and years, and has proven it for years and years and years and years. Martinez can get there one day. It just needs to be, you know, if he's at Aston Villa for the next 4 or 5 seasons and they become one of the top teams, like fighting for that 7th, 8th and 9th spot, Mr. Consistent can, you know, prove me wrong. No, prove me right. Last but not least, we have, well not last but not least, but last of the midfielders. I think there's only one player you can put in here, and that's James Rodriguez. Or Maddison. Or Maddison. I just saw that. Wait. Where's it double D? There you go, James Maddison. Again, both central attacking midfielder roles. James has come in and done an absolute job for Everton. Maddison's been on top form for Leicester for a number of years now, and it all comes down to personal preference again. If you're a Leicester fan, you're going to go Maddison's much better than Rodriguez. If you're an Everton fan, you're going to think Rodriguez has played for Real Madrid and like he single-handedly dragged Colombia to like the semi-finals and with an outrageous goal, and we've got him at Everton and he's putting in performances, so of course he's above Maddison. He's done so much more. There are arguments for everyone in this video, and again there are probably people I haven't even consciously thought about that are probably much better than James Justin and Matty Cash, or much better than Maddison or Rodriguez, but I'm just not thinking of them because I'm just going with, you know, my train of thought. But for me, it's between these. I want to stick an Everton player in there because we haven't got one in there yet, and I think it's fair because they're doing well. So is Southampton, which is why I had to throw a Southampton player in there. Oh, how can I do this? Ward-Prowse needs to be in there. You know what? He's above McGinn for me. Or McGinn is above McGinn for me. Ward-Prowse is a baller, an absolute baller. And I 100% believe he is better than McGinn. Oh, I don't know. Like, all three, like, Tielemans, artistic, like, creative thinker. McGinn, absolute powerhouse. Ward-Prowse, just like a midfield specialist in a way. I don't know, it's tough, and his free kicks and just his dead ball is incredible. Oh, I don't know. Between these three, it's insane. I'm going to stick with Rodriguez just because I think he's done more in his career so far than Maddison has. Has he? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it that, but Maddison's in with a shout there. Now left wing. we've got to put it for Grealish. I know he has been playing central attacking midfield, but his card's a left wing card. He comes in as a left winger on here, so that's what I'm going to go with. He's been balling this year. He's really, really grown in my expectations. Like, I always wondered about the hype around him and why people haven't bought him, like Man United, Man City, and whatnot. And yes, his attitude might stink a little bit, and yes, his attitude might annoy a few people, but you know, there's been absolute ballers in the past that have been the same. Look at like look at Paul Gascoigne. Look at Ibra. Look at all these players that have inflated egos that wind people up and think they're better than everyone else, and then they prove it, and it makes it so much better. Grealish is one of these. Right wing's a tough one. I don't know who I'm going to put here. I'm going to look at forwards just in case a few of these have been putting as forwards. In fact, there is a player here that's really like. I just want to make sure he plays. Oh wait, no, I need to look at. I just want to make sure that he's been playing in the position I think he has. Because if he hasn't, I can't put him in. Against Man City. Against West Ham. Oh, he's been playing as a striker. That's a shame. I was going to throw Che Adams in there because I thought he was a bit more of a winger. I mean, obviously he isn't. I know he isn't, but he likes them wide roles. You know what? I might not stick a right winger in. There's not been a right winger that's impressed me, to be fair. Not that I can think of anyway. Even Traore's been like shit. I mean, Jared Bowen's up there, but I can't put Saka in there, even though I think he's done quite well. Armstrong has he been playing right mid quite a bit? I think he has, hasn't he? So, you know what? Armstrong can go on the bench. Yeah, right midfielder. He can come on the bench for now. I might just put two strikers in here because I can think of two off the bat, and it's going to be Danny Ings. I think he's an absolute baller. I quite like him. Has he been doing as well as last season though? Back. If not, it'll be Che Adams in here as well. Fantasy. There we go, let's have a look. He's doing okay. He scored 2 against Tottenham when they lost. He scored 1 against Burnley. He scored 1 against Chelsea. He scored 1 against Aston Villa. He scored 1 against Brighton. He's had 1 against Liverpool, but he had a bit of bad. He scored 7 this season. I don't know. I can't put Ings in there if it's been like that. I know this one that I'm definitely putting in, and I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to see what forwards have impressed me. Che Adams is actually up there, to be fair. Oh, I'm an idiot. No. Ollie Watkins was the player I was thinking of. It wasn't even Danny Ings. I think it's because we were talking about Southampton between like Ward-Prowse and fucking Armstrong. I thought of fucking Southampton rather than Aston Villa. That's my bad. I apologise. Ollie Watkins has impressed me this season, as has Calvert-Lewin. I think an attack of this. I think this is a lot more representative of. Because there's not a lot of right wingers that I can really like say I'm impressed with, and in fact, we could just do this, couldn't we? Because Grealish has been playing as a wide player or a central attacking midfielder, so it's only fair that we play him as a central attacking midfielder and have 2 strikers. I mean, if you disagree with this, let me know who you'd also put in there. I don't want like this is my team because I don't end up reading those. Just say. You've probably missed out this, you've probably missed out that. Because at the end of the day, there's so many you can choose from. Because a lot of the, not lesser teams, but a lot of the teams outside of the Big Six have actually put in incredible performances this season. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I will catch you later. Good. Bye.